Okay, so welcome back again. This will be another video for our decision criteria as the continuation for the decision theory. So in this video, I'll be going to give you the example for the what is expected monetary value already, and I will give you the example for that as well. So for expected monetary value, this involves calculating the expected monetary payoff. Um, they for this one, just a second. And then somewhat. Okay. Now, expected payoff or outcome for each of the alternatives by multiplying the payoff of each outcome by its probability of occurrence and summing these values. So wherein we are using the expected payoff times to the probability. So that means to say your expected value, you can calculate that since that is summation, so that you have to sum up everything with a payoff times to the probability. If how many payoff and probability are there in your problem, so you will be going to just do that. For example, here, your decision will be deciding between launching two new products for A and B. Given that you're A, you do have the probability of 70% chance that will yield a profit of 800,000 and a 30% of chance of a loss resulting in a 30,000. So your B here, you have the B, which is you're having this one right now that will yield a profit of 150,000 and 50,000. There is a chance of a loss resulting in 50,000 as well. So let's actually deal with that one, how to calculate that one by one. I will begin to walk you through about this. So let's go ahead and go next. So if your expected value, it will be something like this. So it will be the value of your this will be the value of your one right now. So that will be 70% times 100%. I mean $100,000 and 30% for the letter A only. So that will be negative 30,000 because that is talking to the loss. When we are talking to the loss, that should be negative. And so therefore, 70% times 10,000 at 100,000, it will become $70,000. And since this is a loss, so 30% times the 30,000, it will become 9,000. So it will be plus here, then it is negative 9,000. So 70,000 plus negative 9,000, it will be 61,000. So that is your result right now. Afterwards, you have there 50% as well, which is the letter B value, then times to the 150,000, then which equates to $75,000. And your loss right now will be 50,000 times to 0.50%. So that will be considered as negative because that is a loss. So it will become 25,000, negative of 25,000. So it is plus supposedly here, since that is summation, so plus negative 25,000, it will equates to 50,000. So now that will be the expected value for both of your decisions A and B. So therefore, what product do have the higher PMD right now? So comparing to the A and B result, their value or the expected value that you are certainly can definitely choose right now will be this 61,000 will be the letter A. Why? Because 61,000 do have the highest or higher, I mean, expected value for that category. So therefore, in your problem for determining your problem that you're deciding between launching the two new products of A and B, you are now observed to launch the A option, since that equates to 61,000 of EMV. So another example, let me give you a second example for that. So there is an example right now, 50% chance of gaining 10,000 and a 50% chance of gaining $0. And there, sorry, for the letter B option, it will be 80% chance of gaining 5,000 and 20% chance of gaining 2,000. So how can you do it? You have to calculate the expected values. By calculating that one, it will be 0.5 times the 10%, then 0.5 times the $0, 0.8 times the 5,000, and then plus the 0.2 times 2,000. So you have to calculate the expected values and interpret your decisions later on. So it will be something like this. So 0.5 times $10,000, it will equates to 5,000, and your 0.5 percent right now will be multiplied to the $0 that equates to 0, and that is equals to the 5,000. So for your B right now, it will be 0.8 times the 5,000. That equates to 4,000, and your 2% or 20%, I mean, times to 2,000, it will equate to 400 pesos. So that's why your answer right now will be 4,400. So your expected value, which is better right now, will be the decision A, since that equates higher expected value than this letter B. So that is how you will do the expected monetary value or expected value. So I'll be going to give you another example or somewhat complicated example. It's not complicated, it's easy example as well in another video. Thank you. We'll see you there.